spoilers for anything involving Dragon Ball from going on henceforth. Now then, let's begin the video. This man, this mortal, this sinner, this destroyer of worlds and civilizations is a proprietor and probably one of the creators of the term Black Air Force energy. He is a monstrous man and force of destruction. And for some reason still can't get a good barber. I'm just saying, it's there, man. Come on, man. Like, you have the money, obviously. So I'm just going to be going over some of the radical things that this man, Vegeta, has done over his lifetime. Let us get into it with the first example. And that example goes as follows: airing out planets for sale, as we went over in the intro. Now, as we are all well aware, he worked for his oppressor, and that being Emperor Frieza, obviously the Emperor of the universe. Of course, this Frieza, of course, he enslaved his entire race and people and subjugated them to do his works. And Vegeta not only relished in this, but just used each experience to power up. They were nothing but training for him, essentially. Of course, so he can then take on Frieza and most definitely not destroy Frieza. Because, of course, this is Dragon Ball and Vegeta's not the main character. But keep dreaming though, buddy. Keep dreaming. Hopefully you'll get there, man. Keep it up. Now let's move on to the next example. Torturing his victims. And of course we're going to be opening this up with none other than Android 19. Poor guy. I'm so sorry. So not only was he having the unfortunate fate of being the first opponent a Super Saiyan Vegeta has had to go against, he was just woefully unprepared for what then would ensue. Vegeta toyed with this man. It was an absolute punishment, devastation, literally brutality at its finest. He was a literal plaything to the prince. It was absurd. This was so unnecessary, literally. And of course, we cannot talk about Super Saiyan Vegeta and not discuss Super Vegeta and the complete and utter embarrassment that was Perfect Cell versus, of course, Vegeta. Man, oh man, this is going to get brutal. So as we know, Vegeta pulls up where Cell is. He spins his block, so to speak. And of course, it all goes down from here. He powers up to his newly mended Super Vegeta form, and of course, the battle, or more accurately, we would call this a stomping, begins. This was just not even fair. He broke Cell mentally in this battle. He literally hurt him in every way possible, and to even add salt on the wounds, he tells him that Trunks is almost just as powerful as he is. So that means, even if Cell somehow starts to get the jump on Vegeta, Trunks will just come in with the haymakers, and then it will become the fight back meme. Like, this is just absurd. This is literally absurd for this man. Like, he literally, again, he broke him mentally. And then the homie literally tries to hit him with his own move, the Gallic Gun. And man, he literally just stood there and was just like, bruh, really? This is what we doing? Stop it. Just let it go. And finally, for the honorable mention in this segment, I have to discuss the part where when Majin Vegeta was fighting Super Saiyan 2 Goku, he literally clamped him to a wall and just started wailing on him and laying into him relentlessly. It was literally absurd. Like, man, Vegeta has no chill at all. And now for the next example, his ruthless battle techniques. This is ridiculous. And let me be very clear, I'm not talking about the moves itself. I am talking about how he implements them in battle. Let's begin. The way this man fights is just made to leave more than a bruise. Like, he literally fights to go in for the deletion. It is absurd. I mean, literally, like, there is times when he is fighting, it just gets unclear. And it's just so ridiculous. And he smiles while doing it. Homie literally smiles and enjoys it, i.e. every time he is in Ultra Ego. And do we even need to discuss Majin Vegeta? I feel like just that name set it alone. I'm not even going to get into it, man. It's not even worth it. Even though Vegeta was on the back foot when it came to Perfect Cell, he literally, and I mean literally, convinced Cell to stand there and tank the blast if he so dares. And Cell literally falls for it. His underestimation of Vegeta reminds me of how fans underestimate Vegeta. It is utterly absurd. And not only did it connect, it literally caused serious mortal damage. If he didn't have the Namekian cells, this man would be screwed. I'm just saying, Vegeta would have soloed. Anyway, it's crazy, man. Just the sheer power that blast was outputting was enough to shake Cell and Trunks and Krillin. Like, they were literally saying, bruh, you're gonna blow up the planet. You may need to relax. Like, literally chill. It is not that deep. And he just says, fuck. This man is a menace. And finally, when he finally got his licks in, when it came to Frieza after he resurrected and became a literal trophy, bruh, when I'm telling you this was so satisfying as a Vegeta fan, like, bruh, he was giving him the works. I mean, he was like, mink, 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 give up, bruh, fight back, fight back. Nah, stop it. Weave, 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 mink. It was ridiculous, bro. It was literally out of pocket. But, of course, as we know, Goku is the main character. And even though this was satisfying, we all knew what was happening. Goku had to get in with that freaking sneak attack and, of course, laid in the final blow on Lord Frieza. R.I.P. It is ridiculous, man. Like, truly, it is ridiculous. And I will never understand why people sleep on Vegeta. Anyway, that has been this video. I know it was a little bit short, but I just wanted to get my thoughts on the Prince of all Black Air Forces, because this man is absurd in his own right and he deserves some shine. And because, well, I just felt like doing it. Anyways, peace.